Assalamu alaikum, friends. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. We, the human beings, we always keep learning either by making mistakes or just by our own observation. But one thing is there that we do keep learning. Although some of the people do think that they know everything, they know everything which is needed, everything which is required. Actually, it's not the case. Even those people realize that in the later years of their life, in their 50s and 60s, that this is something what they have learned now, and they should have learned it earlier. It would have been much better. But somehow there are certain life lessons we learn too late in our life, and once we learn too late, then obviously we do realize I should have learned it earlier. It would have been much better. My life would have been much better. I would have become a happier person. I would have become a more successful person. Today, specifically, we have taken those lessons which we do learn too late in our life after reading on the subject, after consulting and contacting, and trying to avail the research of certain scholars. We have come to a conclusion that there are indeed certain lessons, and these are 10 in number. So these 10 lessons, actually most of us, or maybe all of us, learn too late in our life. So today we are going to speak upon all that one by one. First of all, such lesson is that I need to embrace the change instead of resisting it, instead of trying to ignore it. I need to embrace the change, because the change is the only thing, or one of those things which are inevitable, which are invincible, which are unavoidable. So, my dear friends and fellows, if this be the case, why to be afraid of the change? Why not? Why to resist it? And why not to embrace it? I think although there will be definitely certain new challenges in every change, but even if at all there are certain challenges, if we try to overcome, and if at all we try to remove those obstacles and hurdles, we will become even more strong, even more confident person. So, dear friends and fellows, I think this one thing is that we need to embrace the change. Also, there will be definitely certain opportunities in the change circumstances, in the change situation as well. So that is the number one thing. It is embracing change. Now, the second is failure is not the end. The second thing we people learn too late in our life is that failure is not the end at all. We can make a new beginning. We can make a new beginning. All of that which we do, which we erroneously call as as our failure, it is actually our learning experiences. We can learn, we can improve, we can make the better attempts the next time. So the failure is not an end at all, rather, it is a new beginning. The failure is a new beginning, and we can start all over again. I think a human being have a lot of capabilities, so the failure is not an end at all. That is one of those 10 lessons we to learn too late in our life. Now, the third lesson that we learn too late. This is time is the most precious commodity. Time is the most precious commodity indeed, because the time is life, because we have been given the life in the form of the decade, in the form of the years and the months and the weeks and the days and the hours and the minutes and the second. So the time is life. So the time is the most precious commodity for the reason that the time is life. And if at all there are people who are wasting their time, they are actually wasting their life. Nobody can afford to waste their time at all. So we must realize that the time is most precious commodity. Now, the fourth thing which we learn too late in our life is this is called health is wealth. Health is wealth. Health is so important that after the life, nothing is as important as our own health, because if at all we are not healthy, we cannot keep struggling, we cannot keep working, we cannot enjoy, rather the life become a painful one. So keeping in context all that, keeping in view this thing, I think we must understand that the health is wealth, and the health is the biggest of all the wealth. Health is biggest of all the wealth. So that is the lesson number 4 we learn too late in our life. The lesson number 5 which we learn too late, it's okay to say no. Nothing is wrong, nothing is wrong, nothing is wrong in saying, no. So we need to learn to say no. Instead of keep repenting and regretting later on, I should have said no. Why did I say yes? It is far better to learn to say no. So it is okay to say no if at all you think that it's not suitable, it's not okay for you, it's not fair. I think we must learn to say no. It is so much important. Learn to say no. So that is the lesson number 5. Now the lesson number 6 is cherish your loved ones, because express your love and gratitude. So the sixth lesson we learn too late in our life is that cherish your loved one. We do need to cherish our loved one, and we do need to express our gratitude. We do need to express our love for those who are our loved ones, for those who are the near and dear one, for those who are our family, for those who are so close to our heart. So that is, cherish your loved ones. That is the lesson number 6. And the lesson number 7, which we learn too late, is perfection is an illusion. Perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of perfection is nothing lesser than the waste of the huge amount of time. So never ever look for the perfection. Perfection is an illusion. What is right thing to do is that we should look for the improvement. But choose whatever is relatively better. Choose whatever is relatively better, whatever is relatively more accessible, and choose it. But do not look for the perfection at all, because as for the perfection is concerned, perfection does not exist anything else anywhere else at all. We need to look for the improvement. We need to constantly, and we need to continually, we need to permanently work for the sake of improvement. Improvement is very important, very important, very important indeed. This is, the perfection is an illusion. That is the rule number 7. That is the lesson number 7 we learn too late in our life. Now the lesson number 8 is the present moment is all we have. The present moment is all we have. Why? What is meant by it? Not to dwell on the past mistakes at all. Not to keep yourself busy mentally in the past mistakes, in the regrets of the past, and not to worry about the future. Rather to focus on the present. The focus on the present, that will make our present good. And since our present become, very soon it become our past. So our recent past it become, so our past will become good one, our future will become good one, for the reason our future will become good one for the reason that, dear friends and fellows, because because we are performing better, our future automatically become good one. So this is the, the eighth is the present moment is all what we have. Now the ninth is that fear should not dictate your life at all. The fear should not dictate my life, your life at all. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, or any other fear at all. We must do what is right to do, we must do what is needed to be done. So I think not the fear at all, not to let the fears control our life, because it will be totally a spoiled life. Fear should not dictate your life at all, and the fear of rejection, the fear of failure. Now, as for the fear is concerned, it prevents us from stepping outside our comfort zone and realizing our full potential. We need to outside our comfort zone. We need to realize our full potential, and that is possible if at all the fear does not dictate our life at all. Step outside your comfort zone and try to realize the full of your potential. So that is the lesson number 9. Now the last and the 10th lesson which we learn too late in our life is that happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. What is this meant by this one? because it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because we are having a very nice career, we are having a very nice house, we are having a very nice car, we have a good partner. So because of all these things, so automatically I should become happy. It's not the case at all. There are people in the world, a reasonably good people in the world, who have got a great career and a house and a nice car, fancy cars, and even the so-called, the perfect partner, but they people are not happy. So it does mean that as for the material possessions are concerned, as for the external circumstances are concerned, this will never make us a happy person. It does not have the ability to make us a happy person. So, dear friend, happiness is a choice. It's about finding contentment in who you are. Happiness is a choice. It is finding contentment. Happiness is the finding contentment in who you are, in who I am. Happiness is, finding contentment in who I am, and what you have right now. Who I am, what I have right now. What I have right now. It's about appreciating simple things. It's about appreciating simple things in life and finding joy in the everyday moments that truly lead fulfilled life. Happiness is a choice. It should not be dependent at all on material possession, on external circumstances, on certain other similar things. But it must be in in having the contentment in who I am, what I have now, in whatever I am, whatever I have at the moment. I need to be contented. I need to be happy. I need to be jubilant. And this is how the happiness is a choice. So these are the 10 important life lessons most of us learn too late in our life. We regret and repent later on, but it becomes of no use at all. So I think we need to do all that. We need to take care of all of these 10 very important, rather essential lessons, which are really great which can make me and you happy and successful. So that's all at the moment. Thank you.